What happens when someone tries to make a chosen one cry? What happens when others believe they can humiliate you, shatter your dignity, or make you question your very worth? For many, tears are seen as weakness. But for those who are marked by destiny, tears are not weakness at all. They are the first undeniable signs that transformation has begun. Throughout history, there have always been individuals who carried a unique essence. They are not ordinary souls, but people who, knowingly or unknowingly, are guided by a mission that goes beyond the comprehension of those around them. Carl Gustav Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist and philosopher, spoke of this reality when he explained how certain souls are called to endure suffering as part of their journey toward wholeness. They are tested not because they are weak, but because within them lies a fire that cannot be extinguished. And if you are watching this right now, it is no coincidence. The universe itself has placed you here, at this exact moment. This message is not for everyone. It is not meant for the casual listener. It is for those whose hearts are ready to hear a truth that is both heavy and liberating. Life does not spare the chosen. On the contrary, it challenges them in ways that seem unbearable. Betrayal by those they trusted most, rejection by the very people they sought to love, ridicule and indifference from a world that cannot see their true value. And yet, here is the hidden paradox. What was meant to destroy you becomes the very instrument that shapes you. The pain that was inflicted upon you does not vanish into nothingness. It transforms. Every insult, every tear, every night of anguish is converted into energy that builds your resilience and elevates your spirit. Those who tried to humiliate you did not know that they were striking the hammer against steel, not against glass. You may bend, but you do not break. In fact, with every attempt to crush you, they were unknowingly strengthening you, forcing you into the fire that forges unshakable strength. Jung described this process with the concept of individuation, the deep inner journey by which a person becomes whole, integrating both their light and their shadow. This is not a comfortable path. It is not a smooth road. It is a confrontation with the very parts of yourself you may prefer to ignore, the fear, the wounds, the shadows. And yet, in that confrontation, transformation occurs. Jung believed that true growth does not happen in the light, but in the darkness we dare to face. So when you were betrayed, abandoned, or mocked, it was not a punishment from the universe. It was an invitation, an initiation into a deeper version of yourself. They thought they were hurting you. They thought they were weakening you. What they did not know is that they were activating something unstoppable, setting in motion a process that even they could not contain. And the universe always keeps its balance. Those who send harm into the world cannot escape its return. The negativity they projected toward you circles back to them, weaving obstacles into their lives. Suddenly, the things that once came easily begin to crumble. The certainty they once felt begins to dissolve. They experience confusion, setbacks, frustrations, not because you seek revenge, but because balance is unavoidable. Meanwhile, you are no longer the same. Every hardship you endured carved out space for more strength, more wisdom, more clarity. The person you are today is not who you were when the pain began. You have transcended. You have stepped into a higher state of being, where what once crushed you can no longer touch you. And here is the most astonishing truth. The universe will never abandon you in the place where you were wounded. That valley of despair is not your final destination. What once buried you now lifts you higher. What once seemed like an end is, in reality, the beginning of a far greater chapter. When people tried to hurt you, they believed they were breaking you. But what they never understood is that chosen ones cannot be broken. They can only be reshaped. Your tears were not wasted. They were not the proof of weakness, but the sacred water of rebirth. Every drop carried away what no longer served you and opened the way for your transformation. Look around you. Those who once mocked you, those who thought they could step on you, now carry the invisible weight of their actions. They may not understand why, but obstacles keep appearing in their lives. Doors that once opened easily are now closed. Situations that seemed simple are now filled with resistance. This is not revenge. This is universal law. The energy they released toward you has simply found its way back to its source. And you have emerged differently, You no longer carry the same fragility. Every trial has been a lesson. Every betrayal, every rejection has been an initiation into greater power. The person you are now is wiser, more resilient, more unshakable. What used to break you now fuels you. What once humiliated you now strengthens you. You are no longer a victim of the past. You are the evidence of transformation itself. Carl Jung understood this deeply. He taught that true transformation takes place not in the light, but in the shadow. It is in facing the darkness that the soul awakens, and that is what you have done. You walked through the fire and came out forged like steel. What they thought would bury you has become the foundation upon which your greatness stands. And here is the truth. The universe never leaves you where you were broken. The wound is not your final chapter. What once hurt you is now the very force that propels you forward. Those who underestimated you never realized that they were not facing just a person. They were facing destiny. They were up against a soul aligned with something infinitely larger than their schemes. And the most remarkable part, you never had to take revenge. You did not lower yourself to their level. You did not fight with their same weapons. You allowed the universe to balance what was out of balance. And in that patience, in that surrender, you discovered your true power. So now the question is not, why did I suffer? The real question is, what will I do with the power that suffering has awakened in me? Because you now stand at the beginning of a new cycle. The pain was never the end. It was the initiation into your rise. You have been refined by fire, prepared for what is coming. And what is coming is greater than you could have imagined. Never forget, when they made you cry, they were not defeating you. They were preparing you. Every tear was the seed of a new strength, a strength that now radiates from within you. Those tears were the evidence that the old version of you was dissolving, so the true version of you could emerge. The universe always rewards those who endure with courage. You have crossed the threshold. The worst is behind you. What lies ahead is not only survival, but expansion, growth, abundance, alignment with your true destiny. You are proof that pain can be transformed into power, that tears can become light, and that no one can stop what was meant for you. So today, declare it. This is your rebirth. Leave a comment with the word rebirth if you are ready to step fully into your transformation. Let the world know that you have not been defeated. You have been awakened. And before you leave, remember to like this video, subscribe, and join this community of chosen souls who are walking the same path of strength and awakening. Because as Jung himself said, the pain is never the end. It is the beginning of freedom.